सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् निद्राकल्पितदेशकालविषय ज्ञाताद्य सर्वं यथा मिथ्या तद्वदिहापि जाग्रति जगत् स्वाज्ञानकार्यत्वतः यस्मादेवमिदं शरीरकर्ण प्राणाहमाद्यप्यसत् तस्मात्त्वमसि प्रशान्तममलं ब्रह्माद्वयं यत्परम्. The entire universe is falsified by the scripture. What is written in the scripture has got to be assimilated by the person who wants to know the truth. Any learning, for that matter, is just like this. So whatever is there in the book or whatever is there in the head of other person, you need to learn from the book or the person. Naturally, you have to learn from the source. Here, what we do, the teachers of Vedanta, what they do, they present the scripture alone. They don't have their own opinion about anything. We don't have any opinion. There can't be any opinion with respect to the creator of the universe. What is your opinion about the Lord? There is no question of any opinion. If you understand, there can't be any opinion. If you don't understand, you have got doubt, there are a lot of thinkings with respect to the Lord. Varieties of thinkings. That's the reason why the Lord is presented in the male form, in female form, presented with varieties of source of energy like sun, deity and all. So, misunderstanding galore if you don't understand the truth. So you expose yourself, you open yourself to the teaching, and if you are ready for this, you will have this knowledge definitely. Knowing is purely yours. Swanubhava paryavasanam jnanam. There is a statement in Sanskrit scripture. Swanubhava paryavasanam jnanam. Knowledge culminates in self-realization, understanding of the truth yourself. Somebody says something is a belief. You believe that somebody is telling something. That's okay. Nothing wrong. In fact, your search starts with belief. And then it should culminate in realization or knowing the truth yourself. So, the entire universe is false. The scripture says, and with respect to that, the body is considered as false. The sense organs, then your respiratory system, the capacity of the air that keeps the body alive, that is also considered as false. The I-ness, identifying oneself, the system of identification, I identify myself. Everybody identifies, the human beings. No other living organism tells that I am so and so, except the human being. And then human being says that I am human being. Okay, so this sense of identification, I am so and so, all these are considered false by the scripture. Now, you have to understand how these things are false. These things are false doesn't mean these things are not useful. Mm. Usefulness doesn't prove that something is true. True means what? Always you should understand the original thing. Original thing. And mind you, if there is something original, anything that comes has got to be from that one thing alone. This is very simple logic. Anybody can understand. There should be one thing. Imagination that there will be a couple and who will be creating the universe, that is purely imagination. Illogical imagination we can say, because they don't consider space to be anything important. No, that's where the confusion begins. You start creating the universe with a couple. Mm. Paraspara sambhutam, it is written in the Gita also. This creation continues, begetting children, two people, they beget children, all these things, that is presented. So where from these two people came, that sort of this sort of question doesn't arise in these people. If two people are there who created the universe, so from where these two people came? This is not paid attention to. That something which is subtler than space could be the cause of the universe. This is not imagined by these people. Because, see, space doesn't do anything, no? Space, it is there, but it doesn't do anything. Therefore, something that should be doing should be the cause of the universe. And this is not doing anything. So there should be someone who is doing this, and he should be creating the space, etc. It is purely nonsense and nothing else. Somebody should be there and he should be creating this space. See, why should it not be that which is the source of the universe should be subtler than this space? Why shouldn't it be? Why should you be stuck to a given form? This is what indoctrination. People indoctrinate you. The Lord is somewhere. Lord is somewhere, not here. Just like searching for space. You go to space as though you are not in space. So confusions have to go. And in order to remove the confusions, you have got to be ready for that. So the scripture is telling that you are the source of the universe and you are not the body. You are that truth which is the source of the universe. You are not the body, you are not the sense organs, you are not the mind, you are not the ignorance also. So whatever you consider about yourself, that is not true. Not true doesn't mean it is not available for your sense organs. That is important. There are certain things which are available for sense organs. We should know that very clearly. And there are certain things which are not available for sense organs. This is how the system we just see. You can see form alone. Whatever doesn't have any form, you cannot see. But you can understand. You can feel air, but you cannot see. Why? It is not available for your eyesight. It doesn't have any form. So why it doesn't have any form? There is the system. So as per the quality of the object, your sense organs will be able to receive or not, depending upon the quality of the object. Like for example, there is time, okay? There is time. Everybody knows there is time, but has anybody seen time? What is time? Some people say time is a concept. It's concept in your head. In fact, there is no time. What is the question of 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 o'clock? Nothing. You ask some deity, Sun, you ask sun if there is any time, etc. What do you mean by time? The earth is rotating, and the concept of time is made by the human beings. There is no question of time. But with respect to the series of events, with respect to the series of events, you can say time, because past, present, and future. There is something past, there is something present, there is something future. You know very clearly. Today morning you woke up at this time. Today morning you, how do you know this? This is how your memory means what? With respect to the past. Memory is always with respect to the past. So past means something has happened earlier and you are existing now. And in future means something is going to come. So you are now ready, and you imagine with respect to past, and when you imagine the future also. So what you understand, it is time. Hmm. But that also the scripture says that's not the truth. So what I mean to say is, for your eyesight there is something form, for your ear there is something that is sound. One cannot do the job of the other. The eye, even if there is problem in the ear, it cannot hear any single word because that is not the system. Similarly, nothing, no sense organ can appreciate time. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Similarly, even if you don't understand, even if you don't experience the source of the universe, you cannot say it doesn't exist. That is the reason I am presenting in this manner. For the sense organ, there are some things. For the mind, there are some things. There are some things that can be appreciated by the mind. Like, for example, space, time. You don't see energy, but you feel the effect of energy. But seeing is not possible because energy is not having any form. So, now, when you talk of mind, who will see the mind? Eye cannot see, ear cannot hear, nothing. But hearing takes place in the mind, seeing takes place in the mind, or your all your sense of touch, the feeling of cold, heat, etc., takes place in the mind. Any reporting of the sense organs that take place in the mind alone. That's not mind. So what do you mean by mind? It has been said as a continuous flow of thought. See, a continuous flow of thought, whether it is based on the experience of the external world or your own imagination. Your imagination also is mind. It has been presented in the scripture as an instrument which is inside. Antahakarana it is written. So it is an instrument inside. Because when you take a decision, you work accordingly. Your activities depend upon your knowledge, and sometimes, definitely, many times, all over the world, when you are emotional, they also, your emotions also, they present themselves in the form of varieties of changes that take place in your body. Yeah, you know very well. When you are angry, something happens. Your eyes, your face, and all these things changes. Change all these things change. So any emotion inside, emotion also is mind. It's internal substance. So flow of thought alone you cannot say. There are emotions also there. Jealousy, hatred, love, affection, mm, devotion. All these things are there inside. Now, do you see all these things? You can't see these things are not there. So we should know things thoroughly. We should know things thoroughly. Hmm. Just like I analyze the body, similarly the external world also. The job of a piece of stone is not the job of a lump of clay, a cotton. Varieties of things are there. Every object in this universe is useful, but the quality of one thing cannot have the quality of the other thing. Everything is unique in nature. Bitter gourd, for example. Bitter gourd you eat, it will be bitter. Sugar cane you eat, it will be sweet. Tomato, lemon you eat, it is sour in taste. So objects are different, they are having different qualities, and you use accordingly. Similarly, there are varieties of thoughts. You know what type of knowledge you have got. You know what type of ignorance you have got. We know. I don't know these things, we say. So, not knowing things, you know, knowing things also you know. And also you know what type of a person you are. Mm. In every human being, as the scripture says, and it is experienced by everybody, there will be anger, jealousy, love, affection, etc., to some extent. But now, when you experience all these things, do you feel comfortable? When you are angry, do you feel comfortable? No. You know very clearly. When you are very angry, means the body will react accordingly. When you are afraid, for example, when you are afraid means sometimes you cannot get up. You will fall flat. You are too much of afraid of something. But fear is there. That is also, it has got to be accepted. So all these are emotions, and one emotion is not the other. Even though everything is there inside, one is not like the other. Mm. Jealousy is not like fear. Therefore, the treatment will be different. Just like the diseases, anything that is disturbing is a disease. Just like diseases, for every disease, one medicine. It's not like that. Different medicines will be there. Similarly, for every type of emotion, there can't be a single solution. No, you have to put different type of effort. So, even though it is inside, mind is inside, you know very clearly, you understand yourself. Yourself means this type of a person you are, and mind understands itself. See, when I say look a rose, a red rose. Now, you saw a red rose. Suppose I ask you a question. Did you see the red rose? Yeah, I saw the red rose. You will see. I saw the red rose. So you're seeing inside also you are able to know. And remember, what you imagined 1 minute before, you can remember. So I thought I'll do like this. I have taken a decision making faculty. There is making faculty inside. I have decided I will not do this. I have decided I'll do this. You have taken a decision. So whatever resolution you have taken that comes out of your mouth, that is the system. Mind itself cannot speak. So whatever happens in the mind, you are going to speak. Therefore, you may be angry with someone. You will be planning to do something, some harm to the person, but you may say flowery words also. Who knows? Your speaking will be different from your understand your thinking. That's possible. That's the reason that these people are called cheat. They will be thinking something and they will be doing something else. That is possible because nobody sees your mind. And if everybody sees your smile, it will be a problem. Nobody can leave. Anyway, so now this flow of thought, it is purely understanding. Your sense organs don't have anything to do with anger, jealousy, etc. Now, What do you think the source of all these thoughts? There must be some basis. Uh, you say there are so many waves in the ocean, but there is no water. Can you see? Just see. There are so many waves in the ocean. I see so many waves, but I know there is no water. My dear sir, the water alone looks like so many waves. You should know. Water alone looks like so many waves. Okay. Similarly, the consciousness, if I use the word consciousness, I'm just using the word consciousness because when you are having varieties of thoughts, thought flow is there, whatever happens in the mind, whatever, including emotions. What is the relationship with the basis of all the thoughts? Just like as we discuss every day you have to repeat same thing I tell you. As long as you don't understand, no, you have to do this. You have to. So when the waves come, they can never remain separate from water. And water is the basis for all the waves. In fact, you can say water alone appears like all the waves. In fact, water alone is there is no wave. For the eyes, there are waves. For understanding, there is only water. See whether it is true or not. For the eyesight, there are waves. But for water, there is no wave. For varieties of thoughts, there are jealousy, hatred, likeness, etc. for thoughts. But for the basis of the thought, source of the thought, what do you say? Let us use one word consciousness. Why it should be consciousness, dear? Because it cannot be an inert object. Because knowledge principle should be there. So you cannot call it unconsciousness. Hmm. From a stone, all these thoughts are coming. Can you say like this? So that is the reason why consciousness word is used. Knowledge principle. Knowledge itself, not principle, knowledge. Simple knowledge. And attribute of knowledge is all these thoughts, etc. So the relationship between your thoughts and the basis of the thought consciousness is the relation, just like the relationship between waves and water. Very simple. So who understands this? The understanding principle, mind you, understanding principle is mind. Mind will understand its own source. Just like I give example, moon is there. Moon is there and it is lighting the earth. Full moon day, suppose, full moon day. So much of light. But the moon can understand, I don't have any light at all. I don't have any light. The light belongs to sun, 100%, but getting reflected through me. Similarly, the mind can understand, or the person, whatever you call it, mind or the person. The person can think, or I am functioning only because of consciousness. Moon can understand each and every light belongs to sun. Similarly, each and every thought belongs to consciousness. So it is an instrument in the system of things. It's an instrument, just like moon is an instrument through which we get light at night. Similarly, the mind is an instrument through which the consciousness reflects itself. Or we can say, just like the water takes the form of wave, similarly, consciousness alone becomes mind, and of course, the entire universe. Entire universe is the same consciousness. It takes some time to try to resolve this, to solve this uh, uh, misunderstanding, to solve this problem. You have to analyze it again and again, because external world you cannot deny. It is existing. External, internal, everything is fine. From the standpoint of the body, something is external, and there is a reality behind it. Everything has got to be understood as it is. Yeah, you cannot. You may have imagination. It should have been better, etc. That's okay, but things as they are, you have to understand. And if you can remain happy with whatever things, nature of the things, then you have made your life. Like for example, there is winter, there is summer, and there is rainy season. Okay, we are to experience all these seasons every year. Now, rainy season, there will be rain. Fine. Why it rains? Lord's wish. There is a system. Why there are living beings in this world? Lord's wish. Why there is one sun? We have got one sun. It is good enough. Because so many, one sun is good enough to create so much of heat. So how to talk of many suns? Why one moon? So all your whites should vanish. No why should be there. When there is no why, no, you are comfortable. See, the more you are against the happenings of the world, the more you will be disturbed. Things happen like this. Hmm. Why people neglect? Because there is some sort of thinking. Oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't happen. If I don't do, also doesn't matter. So negligence is there. Similarly, there is sincerity. Hmm. So life is yours. World is in front of you. Whatever you want to do, you do. You are a free person. You may keep sleeping. You may keep sleeping till 10 o'clock in the morning. Nobody is going to mm, do anything for you, because you have got a house, you have got money, and you are free to do whatever you like. So once a human being is born, it is his decision, purely his decision. That is the reason nobody obeys anybody else. See, the father may be very sincere, the son may not be. The father may be very negligent, but the son may be sincere. So you cannot say, you can't predict anything. Somebody will be like somebody, no. It purely depends upon your decision. I will live like this. Hmm. I will try to understand the truth about the universe. It is purely your decision. It has been said in the scripture. If you decide to know, you may be able to know. Maybe. If you don't decide to know, hmm, definitely you cannot. Naturally, if you don't want to know something, how can you? Many people just leave it. Why? Because they think that it is not possible to know the source of the universe. If human being cannot know the source of the universe, then who can? So the possibility has got to be understood and accepted. Yes, it is possible, because our ancestors, they have told this. Our ancestors means they were also human beings. They were not something supernatural beings, etc. No, we're not talking about any supernatural power and all. Understanding with respect to the truth of the universe that has been there in the past, and you may understand this like this, that human being all the time, the same human being, just like us, they were in no way different. Just like an elephant, for example, an elephant that was born 500 years back and today's elephant, how do you find the difference? Same elephant, fine, nothing wrong. Similarly, human beings, same human beings, same set of sense organs, same legs, hands, etc., and the same thinking faculty, same hunger, thirst, and going to sleep, etc. It will be like this alone. So, if somebody could understand in the past, why not today? Same world being there, same human being be there. So if you expose yourself to the teachings which talk about the reality, imaginary things, they do not help you, mind you. Imaginary things. So if flowery words, you imagine some place. After death, I'll go somewhere and there I'll sit with some sort of Lord, some sort of Lord. You don't know what type of Lord. You have purely imagined. But see, these people, they keep doing right things. They try to do right things. In fact, nobody can do right things uh, based on faith, etc. It's not possible because activities mean there will be some things right and some things will be wrong, definitely. Nobody can do 100% right things. I will not hurt any living organism. Impossible. You cannot say like this. Your living itself will cost the life of others. Just you live. So, imagination that there will be some Lord, etc., he will be seeing, etc., all these things. Imagination is not going to help you. So, you have to apply your discriminating capacity to understand the truth. That's the reason why the mind is given. You can analyze things. We do. When you see varieties of vegetables, what should I eat, what should I not, etc. See, you're analyzing. Similarly, you should make yourself available to the analysis of what should be the cause of the universe. What should be the people say this and that. I should know. Hmm. So those who try to know, among them some people know. Because definitely when the subject matter is subtle, the takers will be very less naturally. But why shouldn't I try? Yes, so to whatever extent I try, no, to the same extent I remain happy. Mind you, this is very important. To whatever extent I try, to the same extent I will be happy definitely because I'm accepting the truth, relative truth. Truth is with respect. I suppose I accept some heat. Suppose I accept rainy season. I accept cold. This is how things are. I'll be comfortable. Otherwise, you will be having grudge. Suppose I accept every human beings. Fine, because human beings are like this. The Lord has created them. So I feel comfortable. I remain comfortable. So accepting it takes time. If you are having grudge, you cannot accept. Difficulties will be there definitely with respect to the body. There will be difficulties, but it's not that you cannot accept. So once a life of a human being is given, it is good enough to appreciate the truth. No specific requirement, just being a human being. You should make yourself available for the teaching. That's it. I want to discover the source of the universe. You should make yourself available. And that readiness will lead you to the understanding if the unseen factor or the Lord wishes, because that is the nature of each and every action. No one can give guarantee that this will be done. Similarly, no one can give the guarantee that because you are in search of the truth, you will understand the truth. Of course, the scripture says, to the extent you are in the right direction, to the same extent you will be happy definitely. That is statement. That is guaranteed. So the more you clean your cloth, it will be clean definitely. So keeping oneself in the right track, that much is in the hand of a human being. What will happen, it rest uh, depends upon the wish of the Lord. We'll see you next. So sit straight, we'll meditate. Close your eyes. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, right eye, left eye, forehead, top of the head, the hair, the entire body. This body has gone through varieties of situations. So many changes have taken place in this body. Each and every change is supposed to happen. That's the reason why it happened. The body has experienced pain and pleasure both. The past, as we know, this is how it is supposed to happen. Each and every incident. And I accept my past completely. This is the same case with each and every body. As long as the life continues, there will be changes in this body, and along with that, I will also experience the changes in the external world wherever I am. I will accept all the changes first, and whenever I'm needed to do something, I'll be available for that. Given my capacity, whatever the Lord has given to me, everybody is not given all the capacity. Whatever physical capacity, mental capacity, the capacity of my sense organs, whatever is there, I'm ready to use in any given situation. I don't have grudge about the past. I'll try not to get worried in the future, whatever comes, because any incident that is within the scheme of things, within the law of the Lord. See how the respiration is taking place. Nobody breathes. Everybody is living because of this air that is entering into the body. It doesn't take the permission of anybody. As long as the life is there means the air is entering into the body and coming out. That is the system, the Lord's system. We only know how it is taking place. So pay attention to the respiratory system, see how it is entering into the nose. Be grateful because of which you are able to work, think, and do anything. Mental worship, any form you imagine, because the Lord is all pervasive, it can take any form. Your imagination also, that is the wish of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate and pray, O Lord, give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. Give me the capacity to change whatever I can change. May I know in any given situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. I'm chanting. You just listen. By listening itself, chanting is taking place. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. There may be varieties of ornaments, but it is the same gold. The varieties cannot be denied, but also it cannot be denied that gold alone looks like varieties of ornaments. Similarly, the universe does exist but cannot be different from its source, the consciousness. Consciousness is the source of the entire universe. Consciousness also is the source of the mind. Look at red rose. You are looking, there is a picture of red rose in your mind. In reality, it doesn't exist, but it is there. The source of the rose that you are seeing is consciousness. Consciousness alone is looking like the rose. Similarly, this consciousness is everything in this universe. External, internal, everything, just like the dream. There is no external, internal, but looks like external and internal. Similarly, in the waking state, the entire universe is nothing but one consciousness. Everything is that consciousness. I am that consciousness, free from any attribute, free from any beginning or end. It exists and exists by itself. I exist, exist by itself, and everything exists by itself in the form of consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahim Maheshaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshovarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaः Sarvesham Swastirbhavatu सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।